I am Dyana Rozay, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by Dyana Rozay on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team, and welcome to the channel. Come on in, you guys. Come on in, come on in. If you can hear the sound of my voice, even though it's crazy raspy right now, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please drop your city and or state in the chat so I can give you a shout out, please. Just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. What is up? What is up? Come on in, come on in. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone, come on in. We got a couple of things to talk about. Miss Melody Cherie came over and looked at the video I did yesterday. If you didn't see it, please check it out. What's up, Detroit? What's up, Alabama? What's up, Florida? What's up, Shreveport? What's up, Indianapolis? Oh, they're coming in fast now. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia, Jersey. Okay, Georgia again. What's up? Houston, New York, Virginia, 166 of you are in the house. Please say hello to me by hitting that like button, okay? Georgia again. Listen, Georgia, everybody, Georgia, Barbados. What's up, California? What's up, Texas? What is up, Louisiana? I don't want to pronounce that wrong. I think it's Ponchatoula, Louisiana. Maryland, what's up? Dallas, Texas. Seattle, Washington, Indianapolis. What's up, Philly? Okay, y'all. I get so excited to see where everyone's coming from. Tallulah, yes, baby. It's 17 degrees. Child, I went out there and melted, so I brought my butt right back in, okay? Chicago, Arizona, Phoenix. Listen, come on in, everyone. We are about to talk about a couple of things that has gone down over the last 24 hours, okay? Melody had came over sometime this morning, and she viewed the video, okay? She took a look at the video. Well, she didn't look at it, y'all. She synced it, okay? Melody synced the video that I did yesterday, the live, and she left a comment behind that I'm going to share with y'all about Wanda, also about what we call Basement Billy. So yeah, we're going to talk about it, but Melody synced the video, child. So come on in. I synced a lot of your comments too. I let all of your comments rock. I didn't delete anybody. But y'all had some things to say, child. I was confused. I was so confused. Anyway, maybe you'll share with me your thoughts today. 248 people are here watching. So make sure that you hit the like button, okay? Hit the like button for me. That's it. All right? Yes, Melody synced the video and she shared some thoughts, okay? She synced it. This is Lil Wanda, all right? And Lil Wanda was introduced yesterday, but Melody synced the video. So let's talk about some things. Also, we're going to talk about Miss Kenya Moore. What is going on with her? What's up? I'm happy that you caught the live. Okay. Shout out to Moses. Synced it. It's a thing now. We're going to continue to say it. Okay. Just like I quote Tisha's cousin, Kiki, at least 5 times a day, child. Her. That cracked me up when she said that. Anyway, let's get into it. Anybody that you see with a wrench behind their name, they are the moderators. They are here to make sure that you have a good time in the chat. All right. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can pretty much say whatever. I'll let it rock. Just don't call anybody names. Everybody has different opinions. There's nothing wrong with a different opinion, child. Literally, different opinions is how we figure things out. It's how you get to the truth. Everybody think the same way. You're about to kill a whole species of things, okay? So you don't want that to happen. Really tired of Kenya. She brought it on herself. Well, let's talk about it. Kenya said that she's innocent and that she's about to pull receipts. She's going to let people know that she is innocent, okay? That's what she said. If you guys didn't take the poll right above the chat before you came in, please take it. I'm about to get to that too. It's basically asking how much money did Melody make, right? What's up, Linda Gamble? Thank you. 167 of you are in here. Actually, it's more. I'm a little late. We're a little behind. 334 of you are watching right now. So please hit the like button for me, please, and thank you. 144 of you are watching right now. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, okay? Every single one of y'all for rocking with me. But y'all see who's on the screen, right? This thumbnail is Miss Kenya Moore, Miss Melody Cherie, and Kandi Burruss Tucker. Kandi Burruss Tucker is very outspoken right now, sharing her thoughts on reality TV. And Kenya has had a lot of support. A lot of people have come out for her, including Mariah Huq. Mariah Huq from Married to Medicine, previously on Married to Medicine, the creator, and I believe she has an executive producer title. But yeah, listen, she came out and said, listen, I bet you all the money in the bank that them producers not only knew what Kenya was about to do, that they told her to do it, that they encouraged it. So at the end of the day, why are y'all punishing her is what has come out of the Mariah Huq camp, okay? What is up, Liza More Lies? She said, I thought that was for Portia. A real quick second. Oh, the Sainted. That is why I love your channel, Diana. We can share different perspectives, different views. However, your space makes it comfortable to debate respectfully. And thank you for an organized and safe space. And you are welcome, okay? I know that it can be difficult to share your opinions. I don't want people to get attacked for their opinion. Healthy debate is okay. Sometimes people feel very strongly about whatever it is, and that's okay. Just don't, go off the rails. You don't have to call people out by their names, okay? Thank you, Linda Morehouse, for blessing the channel. I appreciate you. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Okay? But yeah, look, please hit the like, okay? Hit the like 3 times, okay? Hit the like button, okay? But yeah, so a lot of people are coming to Kenya's defense, more than you know. People who aren't on the show anymore, including some of the people who said, listen, I have been considered the villain. They have painted me the villain. They've asked me to be the villain. Kenya has come on as the villain, right? The villain of RHOA. And when I first saw it, I was polarized by it. I'm not going to lie. I was like, who is this bitch? Okay. I was cussing and fussing. I did not like Kenya Moore when I first seen it. Then when I went back and watched, you know what I'm saying? People were saying, you're declassing the show, Kenya Moore. Okay, you're declassing the show. When I went back to watch the show, I said, you know what? Kenya brought the thunder on a lot of seasons. And even Miss Nene Leakes herself had to say, Kenya is good TV at one point, right? Because it was very different from what we first saw. It was very different from what we saw. Come on in, Supreme Team. I appreciate every single one of you for rocking with me. 456 of you are here watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button. Join the chat, okay? Become a Supreme Team member by hitting the subscribe button. Also hitting your notification bell. That way you don't miss anything at all right? What do people, why do people lie about Kenya? She was disrespectful on the show to me. I'm not lying. I said she was polarizing as all get out. She was polarizing. And it was not what we knew of Real Housewives of Atlanta when I first saw her. And so for a lot of fans, at least when I watched that first go round, I was like, what am I watching? And I tuned in every time, though. Every Sunday night, I was tuned in. She never made me turn my TV off. Let me start there. Kenya never made me turn my TV off when I had to go back and watch it for that second, third, and fourth time, because it was RHOA is history, baby. It's amazing TV. But when I went back and watched it, I was like, oh shit. Kenya used to get things started in a way that a lot of people couldn't. A lot of people didn't have the nerve to do. And she had the nerve to do it. And now I'm curious what's going to go down, because she's claiming she has receipts. We all know right now, news has come out. If you don't know, news came out yesterday that it is done for Kenya. She will not be returning to RHOA. I guess producers or Bravo, the network, have left an open door for her and said, listen, she's welcome to come back, not this season, not Sweet 16, but she can come back in future seasons, right? We hope to bring her back maybe season 17, 18, when some of the energy around all this, controversy and confusion dies down. Kenya said, I didn't do shit. I didn't do anything wrong. She said that she has receipts that she didn't do anything wrong and that she's going to show them very, very soon. And there is also rumors out there that she will be taking this to court, which could, possibly end her career for good on Bravo, because what they like for you to do is just to kind of sit back and be cool. Don't cause any problems for him. Janet J said that even if the producers told Kenya to do it, she's a full-grown woman, and her own moral standards and integrity should have stopped, in all capital letters, her from doing it, in my opinion. All right, I get it. Let's see what else. They wanted Kenya off to ensure that she didn't turn on Portia. Oh, we got some conspiracies here. They wanted her off to make sure she didn't turn on Portia. Diana, can you speak on your platform about those children in West Virginia that are getting 24 national coverage? Thank you. I will look that up and see if we can discuss that, okay? Not a fan. Is there any fans of Kenya Moore in the house? Okay, if you are a fan of Kenya Moore, please put a 2 in the chat. If you are not a fan, put a 4 in the chat. But when you are wrong, you are wrong. So there's a lot of people who feel this way. But let me just say, again, just sharing both sides of this platform, there are people that work in the industry that are right now saying Bravo is full of shit, including Candy Burris, who said, I don't care what y'all say. Bravo is full of it. Thank you, Lady D. I appreciate you. This is the banner. This discussion is about news, current events, reality TV, pop culture, and it's for entertainment purposes only. All comments are opinion and alleged, okay? That includes the comments that comes out of my mouth and the comments that I read from the chat, okay? So yes, everything. I got a new member in the house. Thank you. I appreciate you for being a Supreme Team member. Welcome to the platform. Thank you so much, okay? Make sure you check out that video I dropped on Monday. Okay, I think you'll enjoy it. So come on in. But yeah, so Mariah Huck, who is highly respected, came out and said some things. Brandy Glanville has come out and said some things. I'm going to read y'all that comment and also let you hear what Miss Candy had to say. She said, I'm a friend of Kenya and I know what went down. So she's not here for it. Kenya was great for RHOA. She never started the drama, but she finished it. And she finished it well. Kenya says she has receipts. Okay. And she has receipts. Well, that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the receipts because it sounds like it's going to be something else. 567 of you are in the chat right now. And I'm kind of curious if those receipts is going to reflect real poorly on Bravo, who at the moment has at least 3 active RP cases, and no one else has been given the boot, including a fight that was shown earlier this week from Housewives of New Jersey. And I have always said that New Jersey is one of the most bout it casts of all housewife history, okay? People like to say that there's a lot of things that's like Zeus Network. Child. Real Housewives of New Jersey is Zeus Network. They're the original Zeus Network. Okay, they have Love and Hip Hop beat. They have a whole lot of places beat. Okay, the day I saw was it Teresa Giudice's father have a heart attack because of her brother. I was like, okay, at a christening, a baby christening, that dude threw a chair. They had to call an ambulance for her father. I said, oh, this is out of this world crazy. Okay. Never does anything wrong. Who has she really ever backed on that show? Who she don't stand? by nobody. She don't stand by nobody. I guess you're saying, so why should anybody stand by her? And she's always saying she didn't do anything wrong. Okay. So a lot of people feel the way you feel, Renee. A lot of people say, you know what? Can you play a lot of wordplay, a lot of semantics, right? It is what it is. Oh, Carolyn said team twirl, walking, riding, or sitting. Okay. She don't give a damn. She is going to stand beside her. Oh gosh, I love me some Carolyn. Okay. She said, I'm standing beside her. Okay. Everybody mad. It is what it is. Hey, y'all can stay mad. Everybody mad about it. All right. Anywho, let's see. 224 22222. Okay, it looks like it is about even right now, y'all. In regards to the people who are voting, 2 is for Kenya, 4 not for her. It's giving divided. It's giving split down the middle. All right. All right. So let's look at what Kenya had to say. Okay. We know that she is no longer on the show. Okay. She's no longer on the show. They've parted ways. Bravo does not like to say that they fired their talent. And Andy Cohen did come out and say, listen, you can say whatever you like. Because basically, the talent does have an opportunity to come back on the show. They have an opportunity often to come back on the show. And so right now, they're saying Kenya is not fired, that they're just simply taking a break during their Sweet 16. They're going to take a break with her. And they're also saying, and Kenya's saying, listen, this is not right. You guys didn't give me an opportunity. Basically, she said that she didn't do what people are accusing her of doing. She is still saying she's innocent. She said that she has receipts that's going to back her and that she is going to show them soon. Okay. And she is very appreciative of all of her fans who are still in her corner, Team Twirl. They are still in her corner. And she said she don't give a damn what people think at the end of the day. She didn't have anything to do with Revenge P. So let's look at what Kenya is, this statement that she had made after everything had came out. And we know that it is true. They have parted ways. And I think that she had a pretty decent relationship with the network. OWN is full of it. They should do the same to Martell, in my opinion. Well, hell, you're going to have to ask Bravo to do the same to their other talent. Ask Bravo to also step up and make sure they are practicing the same punishment or consequences across the board, because it's not happening. Let's also look at Kenya's statement. She said, thank you for all of the support. Hashtag Team Twirl. My heart is full and my conscience is clean. So many false claims hiding behind anonymous sources. All this conversation and no facts being reported. If a claim or source was valid, would they need to hide? My life is blessed. Myself and my daughter will continue to thrive in a non-toxic environment where we feel appreciated and, most importantly, protected. Thank you, God, for covering us. And then let me just take this banner down so you can see everything. The rumors and narrative about me randomly showing nudes or Revenge P is 100 or 1000% untrue. I have proof and will share it soon. I have proof and will share it soon. And I'm kind of curious, child. Is Bravo okay, I see you, Elizabeth. I'm kind of curious if Bravo, what's going to happen if she shows proof and then the fan base starts saying something different. From what I heard, the pictures that were on Twitter, because I did go over there and look, where you could see a male body part on the side of, it looks like it had been photoshopped in to the photo. It did not look like she was, performing any type of act, that Britney was performing any type of act. She was like, posing, modeling, smile on her face. And there was a photoshop of a male body part. in the pic. From what I'm understanding, that those weren't the pictures, that there's something else, okay? But a lot of the cast, a lot of the Sweet 16 cast is still supporting her. I believe that they paid Kenya, what are you trying to say there, Valerie? For Kenya has good and bad moments. Yep, she does, with a twirl. She does have good and bad moments. A lot of people call that good TV. Candy said, listen, Kenya knows how to get it started. That was good TV. Otherwise, everybody would walk in the door saying the exact same thing that's only showing them in a good light, and nobody wants to see it. That's what makes horrible TV, according to Candy Burris. 728 of you are here. Welcome to the platform. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I would appreciate also if you all hit the like button if you haven't already, okay? Hit the like button for me. Thank you. Become a subscriber if you haven't already. Vera Willis said, in my opinion, Bravo has always mistreated Kenya and have edited her poorly. Well, Kenya is a card-carrying villain. She came on the show understanding that her assignment was to be the villain. Her assignment was to be the villain. And if you go back and watch some of the old seasons, if you rewatch them, you'll see, some things that you might not see that first go round because, you're in the moment, you're watching it with everybody else, you have your favorites. When you just go back to watch it for entertainment, you're like, oh, now I get some of the things. You know what I'm saying? It didn't mean that people didn't have real feelings around it, but it means that when people once it's in the past, you can kind of look at it a different way and they can move forward. I have probably like a 7-minute video up on both my Instagram and in my Facebook group. If you don't follow me over there, make sure you do, Dyana Rozay, where I'm giving kind of like, just some back history of Kenya's best moments. It's actually kind of funny. Candy can't speak on it. She wasn't on the show. Yep, she said she wasn't, but she got some inside. She got some inside information and she has some thoughts. Okay, so let's look at what Brandy had to say, y'all. Let's look at what Brandy had to say, and yeah. So this is Brandy Glanville. You may remember her from Beverly Hills, I believe. She is also caught up in a scandal right now with another member of Bravo Talent. They were on that Ultimate Girls trip. It was one of the women who was on New Jersey, whose name escaped me right now. But Brandy is being accused of SA against this woman. And she said this. She said, create the villain, enable the villain, praise the villain, then punish the villain for being a villain. Okay. She was like, this happens all the time and we're tired of it. Brandy has said this a couple of times. You guys ask us to do this. You basically pay us to do this. You tell us how to get it done. And then when we do it, we get punished for it. This also is something that Mariah Huq said. And then she goes on to say, women are physically fighting on Real Housewives of New Jersey, and that seems to be okay with producers. Where is HR now? Also, I'm pretty sure that some of the producers pushed Kenya to show the video. They know what is going to happen before it does, just like they all knew of the Taylor's physical abuse as it was happening. Okay, so she's like, I'm not giving Bravo producers, I'm not giving Bravo or their producers any grace. They knew what was going to happen before it happened. They like to put people in these situations and then pull back and pretend like they never did anything. Okay, so I do think that all reality show producers are behind a lot of the ish, but the cast of these shows are more than willing to do the unthinkable, and at what cost? You know what? If it was probably 5 years ago or, 5 years ago, before we heard a lot of these, new claims that's been coming out, the P. Diddy thing, things that makes people a lot more intolerant, it probably would have flew, to be honest. As the seasons change, the public's, tolerance for things, it becomes, a lot more harsher, that people can't take it. Some of the things that's going on. Nina knew Kenya was coming for her crown, And that's when she turned on Kenya. Kenya has always done what was good for the show. Kenya was the ratings queen from day one when she stepped on that show. Okay. Well, Nene said as recently as last year that Kenya was good for the show. Okay. So even though she had previously said she's declassing the show, she actually, came back and said that's not true. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Again, sometimes when you're in it and it's happening to you, it feels bad. Hell, it feels bad. New Jersey Housewives is the original thuggish, ruggish bones. Okay, they are bone thugs in harmony all day, y'all. Let's see. 750 of you are in the chat. You are here watching, enjoying, hopefully. Make sure you hit the like buttons. Give me a hello. Also, become a subscriber. Become a member of the Supreme Team if you are not already. Bravo always makes Kenya look bad, and she's not taking it this time. Okay, so a lot of people said that she's fighting back, and you are happy she's fighting back. That's good. I'm happy to hear it. We have someone who has an opposing view. Pamela said, "Why are we making excuses for Kenya? She knew it was wrong, and she thought that she would get away with it, like she always does. Remember, she went after Apollo, right? In Phaedra's face more than once." Okay. So yeah, listen, there is, I would say, a 50-50 divide on Kenya. Actually, I think maybe about a 60-40 divide on Kenya, because Kenya has a lot more support from people in the field who's coming out and saying that it's a bunch of malarkey, like they were on the set. There are people that said that this is bull. A lot of fans, like I said, have a very low tolerance for what Kenya has been accused of. But a lot of people that work reality TV said, no, this isn't right. Okay. So let's listen to a little bit of what Kenya had to say too. Hold on. Carolyn Minter, card carrying twirl, is in the house. She said, Candy said that Kenya always did what was good for the show, always. Team twirl, point blank, period. All right. And then we have Ty, who said, take a break. Take a break, child. She's fired. She's not returning and will not be in nothing dealing with Bravo. Why would Kenya want to file a lawsuit because they didn't fire Tom or Brandy? Okay. And right now they are in a class action lawsuit that also includes Revenge P, you guys. Just so you know. I think Kenya will reign supreme at the end. All right, let's listen to a little bit of what Candy had to say. It sounds like Britt Edie pressured the network. I didn't see RP, but it could have been more than what I saw. Right. I'm looking for the receipts. I'm gonna reserve some judgment till I see those receipts, to be honest. Okay. Let me see. Hello, everybody. I am going to get my thing back up here, though. Let's hear. Candy did a couple of videos. She's been going to bat for Kenya for a minute now. I'm going to let you hear a little bit of an interview that she had. Hold on. I'm going to let you hear a little bit of an interview that she had.
Had some crazy things happen on our show. And a lot of people were like, how did you support that? And I'm like, okay, at the end of the day, she didn't make up anything about somebody. She pulled some unfavorable receipts off a line, which may not have been the nicest thing to do.
Okay, so listen, she said she pulled some unfavorable receipts offline, which wasn't the nicest thing to do. So it sounds like she's confirming the Revenge P part. She pulled some unfavorable receipts offline, which wasn't the nicest thing to do. Oh shoot. Miss Sugar Mama said someone set Kenya up, in my opinion. But But she said at the end of the day, this is reality TV. It's not always going to be favorable. That's what Candy said. Anyone can see that. This came off of Snapchat. Anyone can see someone's Snapchat. I don't blame Kenya, even if someone else did see it. Okay, so you guys are saying it came off of Snapchat. I'm learning something new. Kenya know darn well that she did exactly what they said she did. Okay. Kenya's not an idiot. Why would she do something so reckless? There's way more to it. Candy also is confirming that Brittany did threaten Kenya. She said that she was threatened, okay? And I guess she seen it, y'all. She said that Britt threatened Kenya and Kenya retaliated. That's basically what she's saying. And she said that it is what it is, that Britt knew that those pictures exist, that they were out there for the public to view, and she got her feelings hurt when she brought it to TV. So I'm going to play a little bit more. Y'all keep talking to me in the comments.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it was the nicest, comeback at someone. But, when the ladies on our shows and on different shows on reality TV, when you say something to someone or you make a threat or you come at somebody in a negative way, you do not get to determine how strong the shade or whatever it is that's coming back at you. So that is my thing. Like,
okay. So how do y'all feel about that part? Candy saying you don't get to determine how strong the shade comes back at you. Once you do something, the retaliation is the retaliation. This is her feelings at this point in time. I put money on Kenya in support of Kenya. I canceled my Bravo subscription. Wow. That's a big deal, Miss Vera. That is huge. I think Kenya dotted her and crossed her T's. Okay, I think Kenya dotted her I's and crossed her T's. Got it. Well, Bravo never will back a housewife of color. Okay. I thought that Kenya was one of the favorites. I thought Kenya was a favorite. I thought that Candy was a favorite. I always thought Portia was a favorite as well. Thank you, Miss Tina. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I always said that something wasn't right about that revenge pee that Kenya did. That's why I didn't jump on it and believe it immediately. All right. So some of y'all still just split down the middle. Nothing she. Has anyone seen the actual pictures from the event? I have not. And I don't think that anyone has. Whatever pictures were on or said to be on Twitter or X, whatever you guys want to call that, those weren't correct. Those were fake. Those were the fake photos. You're absolutely right. If there were multiple cases of revenge pee and nothing was done to them, why is Kenya being made example of? Okay, so yes, there are currently multiple cases of revenge pee going on, including Brandy. Brandy is absolutely in a case. Well, I shouldn't say revenge pee. Hers is essay. And then she brought charges against Andy Cohen, saying that he had propositioned her, and she had video of it. And the HR department did their own internal investigation, and they said that Andy was cleared of all charges. And this is why Brandy is pissed. She's saying, listen, I support Kenya. And that HR department over at Bravo is full of shit. Okay? The HR department is full of shit. Let's see. I believe they paid Kenya off, and that is why she will not return this season. You think they may have paid her off? So we'll have to see, because right now there are rumors that she has a lawyer and that she's looking to take this further. So if she has been paid off, I don't think that she would be able to sue. They probably would have made her sign something. Kenya Moore is blessed. She's a self-made millionaire. She will rise again. Okay. And I think that we should think highly of that. But, I don't know what her payout would have been for this season. I think that the ladies on RHOA was making, at least the old crew, the OGs, were making about $2 million plus, somewhere around there, maybe a little under. But that's a lot of money to lose, okay? 15 weeks of filming? That's a lot of money to lose for 12 weeks of filming. And it's not even 12 consistent weeks, child. You got a whole lot of days off in between that week. So that's a lot. Come on in, everybody. Kenya understood and executed the role. Kenya is the shade of all shade assassins. It's not many jobs that pay $100,000 plus to argue and brunch. Girl, listen, talk about it. That's why I asked y'all to please take that poll up at the top of the chat. Listen, take the poll. I know that we talk about some of the dirty dog, low down, crazy mess that happens on some of these shows, but baby, the money helps you make new memories. Okay, let's take a break real quick and look at that poll real fast. Y'all should look at the poll. Take a good look at it. Let's see how many of y'all voted. 654 votes. Okay, I asked y'all for the total sales amount that Melody made off of Wanda's social media tirade between June 24 and 26, and she stopped the time at 12:05 p.m. And 7% of you said 15,000, 29% said 30,000, 55% said 53,000, and 9% said 100,000. And those of you who picked $53,045 dollars and I think it was 2 cents, you are accurate. She is the 55% of you that voted correctly, okay? And the reason why I point that out is because, listen, a lot of you were in my comment section. Y'all were throwing some shade. Y'all were throwing some real shade at me, child. Let me take this down for a second. And I was like, listen, is nobody paying attention that Melody had put up the food truck code 30 before she even got on live to tell y'all what was what? Okay, she had already had the code in place, and she read Wanda the riot act. Okay, she read her rights, read her for filth, told her how far she can go, where she can go. Go on ahead and jump, child. We don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be better at this food truck than anything you got going on. Okay, and she said at the end, look, okay, y'all, we done bought 2 damn food trucks, and I can repair that raggedy ass food truck that Wanda has in her driveway right now. Okay, she said, who got next on the code? Who got next on the code? Everybody mad. And while all of this was going down, when she had put them codes up, and everybody was going channel to channel, listening to all the tea and talking about it, Melody was outside enjoying her kids at the fair. Okay, she wasn't at home crying about shit. She was doing what she needed to do. You want to make me a subject? Then stay mad, little Wanda. You want to make me the subject of whatever you got going on over there? Then stay mad. I'm going to make money off of everything that you said. Period. Period. Okay? Let's look at the bigger picture. Okay? Because that's what it's about. Have y'all ever heard of the phrase, let me make sure I say it right, child. I don't want to say it wrong. Have y'all ever heard of the phrase, or someone said this to me one time. Do you know the difference between someone who is really talented and a superstar? Okay, what's the difference between someone who's like really, really talented and someone who is a superstar? Have you ever heard of that phrase? Put it in the chat if you've heard of that before. I'm looking to see what you had to say. Someone said food truck. That's right. Exactly. I'm getting paid. What did they got 2 wheels? No. I'm looking for your comment. What's the difference between someone who is talented and someone who is a superstar? Someone who is talented and someone who's a superstar. 916 of you are here and watching, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. So it sounds like no one's heard of it before. Okay. So a superstar will basically knows how to perform on command. Okay. Where someone who's talented, they are ruled by their feelings because a talented person may not want to get the job done. Whereas a superstar knows how to compartmentalize and say, how do I make what's going on here a bag and still keep it moving? Because no matter what, once the shit happens, it happens. There's nothing you can do about it once it happens. Okay. So that's the difference. Someone who has a lot of talent, if they get called on to do something or, someone's talking about them, they don't know how to handle it, right? Why are you talking about me? I'm talented. What's the difference between a superstar? I don't give a shit what you say. When it comes to performing and getting the job done, I will get the job done every single time. And that's what you have to know how to do. How do you turn pain into dollars, child? Okay? Okay, that's it. Let's see. Your bank account. That could be it too. But people who are talented have big bank accounts. People who are talented have big bank accounts. It's just that sometimes people who are talented may not understand how to get the job done. Okay? Talent can get a job. A superstar will be called for every job. People want them. And a superstar knows how to get the job done no matter what. Have y'all heard about the story? I think it is Lady Gaga. Something horrible happened in her family and she was about to go on stage. I don't know if it was Lady Gaga. It was one of the performers. Anyway, she was about to go on stage and they gave her this bad news. And she was like, I got 500,000 people out there calling my name. That means I got to go out and perform no matter what. I got to go out and perform no matter what. Okay. Period. It's action. It's action. The person that's talented may not always know how to perform through the bad shit. But if you are a superstar, you perform through it all. You perform through it all. And that's the difference. That's the difference. Okay. And that's it. So sometimes we can definitely empathize. We can definitely sympathize, but know the difference between someone who's stuck in a place and someone who's moving the hell on, who's enjoying their family, who's out with their children, who's, hanging with their friends and laughing and having a good time. They're not where everybody else is. They're not where that person is when they were all emotional and acting a fool. She made money off of it. The other one didn't. That's the difference. Okay, so that's it. That's all I wanted to point out with that. We're going to move on. Let's listen to a little more of Miss Candy Burris, and y'all can keep talking to me about what y'all think in the comments, okay? The bigger picture is keep Mel's name out your mouth. Every time someone says Mel's name, Roxy, Mel gets paid for it. She should want people to talk about her. She should want it. If I was so blessed to have someone put a little money in my pocket every time they mention my name, I would not give two shits. I would not care. And that is the difference. You cannot allow yourself to be emotionally taken down by other people's BS. It does not. It doesn't pay. It doesn't pay. You'll be sitting around someplace rocking, okay? In a fetal position, rocking. Why are people talking about me? Okay, crying and feeling bad when really all you got to do is keep it moving. Okay, let's see. Candy and Melody are superstars. Candy is proof. Candy is the queen of turning lemons into lemonade. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Charlie Murphy said you got bad news 15 minutes before. Yes, I remember that. 15 minutes before he had to perform, you got bad news. Now, some people can't do it, but the superstar, if you want to be a superstar, you're going to push through it. You're going to push through it. You're going to go on. You're going to let everybody know. No, in fact, nobody's going to know that shit happened to you. When they find out, it's going to be after the show. I had no idea that's how amazing that performance was because I had no idea that person had all that going on. Okay. And some people have the it factor. 100%. That's how you know. That's how you know the difference. Absolutely. Okay, let's listen to a little bit more and then we're going to move on to what Melody had to say about some folk.
you know, being on the show for so long now, I've become, you know, so numb to some of this stuff that like people are like, that was so low. And I'm like, really? But we seen Kenya walk into somebody else's event with a whole band before. Like, we seen her walk into a nice event with butt pads on. With a, you know, with a
She brought a cookie
dress.
lady. What?
Yes, like so I'm like, when did the rules become she had to be nice about it? So I was just like, you know, guys, I can't really get with you know, the hateration and the fact that, you know, something similar has happened on one of the other shows. I'm just like, you know, she's not reinventing the wheel. It wasn't nice, but it was out there.
Right.
All right, y'all heard her. It's not like she was reinventing the wheel. Okay, that's what Candy said. She didn't reinvent the wheel, child. It was already out there. And how are you guys punishing her for some shit that has happened on other shows? Okay, so anyway, we are going to keep an eye on this. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep talking about it until we figure it out. Now the butt pads were funny. What else y'all got to say? I think it's ironic that two superstars are hated by snakes. And then she said, never mind, never mind. 2024, Candy, the rules have changed. Wanda would not only stop talking about me and my kids and my mother, she would have a well-whooped ass, okay? It's certain things you just don't say. You keep that ish out of your mouth. Well, there's things that you don't say, but you also got to know. You got to know where to put it. That's all I'm saying. As long as people know that she knows where to put it. You don't have to carry that shit. It doesn't belong to you. Some things don't belong to you. I had this whole conversation yesterday. You can talk, but some things don't belong to me, and you can stay mad about it, okay? Everybody mad. It's okay. It's 2024. Everybody mad. Everybody mad at Kenya. Kenya posted this nice little picture to Candy, and you guys can check out my IG stories when I finish the live to look at some more commentary from Candy. But Kenya said that Candy is a real friend, that she loves her, and that she will always be a part of the legacy that is Housewives. All right. She will always be a part of the legacy that is Housewives. So let's move on, child. Let's see. Hey, Kevin, one of my faves, is in the house. Come on in. I appreciate you. Kenya and the butt pad said that was funny. Okay. Okay. Yeah, y'all. This is crazy, right? Let's see. I like Mel. I don't like Candy. Don't like Candy. Oh, you know what though? When you have a favorite and there's some people that you don't like, you know that they're doing the job that they're supposed to do. Like I said, if you guys go back and look at some, if you haven't seen Real Housewives in a while, go check it out. I'm telling you, it is just as relevant today as it was back in the heyday. It is absolute amazing TV. And I wish that every one of those ladies could get paid checks for what they did, because they made history with that show. They made Bravo what Bravo is today. Okay. It only sounds like Kenya may have slut shamed the lady. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. Little Wanda don't have an off switch, but baby Mel made her have one. Yeah. Well, we'll see now, child. Little Wanda got called out yesterday. And Mel said, since you want to play, I know you love that damn food truck. Okay, so what we about to do is I'm gonna see if I can get enough money to buy a food truck of my own. And she said, listen, I done bought 2 food trucks with the sales that came in. And yeah, that's a lot of money, child. Little Wanda didn't know what was coming. Let's see. Come on in, everybody. I love Candy and Mel. I love Candy and Mel. Hard work, money makers. Gotta know. If you got a talent, or if you're a superstar, can you work through it, child? I would be just fine after I drag the hell out of you. Don't talk about my children and my mother. I think I said that already, child. I'm giving you double. All of this is water of ducks back to Kenya. Back to Kenya. Well, I said all I had to say about Kenya. Y'all can keep talking about her in the chat if you'd like. If you'd like, and I'll bring it up. All right. Now I told y'all I have two things to show y'all. The first thing is the ratings, child. The ratings for Saturday's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I think it jumped 67,000 views. Okay. Season 8, episode 8, 353,000 season high. Season high. That is huge. That's a big jump. I thought Saturday was an excellent episode. And you guys, if you missed my review, my sister review with me and Clone, please check it out. But yeah, season high. That's pretty impressive. Let's see what else y'all saying. I agree with Candy. Kenya is her friend. I ride for my friends as well, 100% in public. When they are wrong, they will know about it from me behind closed doors. Our family, our friends are ours. Our family and friends are ours. Okay. Two food trucks with all 4 wheels on each truck. Okay. She said she got 2 food trucks that are operating. What do y'all think about these ratings? Huge increase. I figured this episode would be high. Yes. I love this for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Huge increase this past Saturday. I think 6, 7, and 8. It's really setting the pace for these newer episodes. I'm actually liking them. Sunny said it. Every time they show her, the ratings go up. Is that what Sunny said? Oh, child. Lord. Let's see what else I got to say. Hell, CK dragged half the episode this season. Well, yeah, I ain't going to say they didn't drag it. It started off a lot slower than I would have expected it to, but it did do its thing. I knew it would be higher with Mel versus Marcel. Okay. The largest scene was the Destiny scene. I think it may have been about 15 minutes of the episode, but it was a good setup scene. And yeah, I think that people did want to see what Sunny had going on, but does Sunny deliver is the question. Does Sunny deliver? Okay. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Let's see. Great ratings. It surely was. It was great ratings. So congratulations. Folk tuned in to see Melody drag Marceau's baby teeth ass. All right. Episode 8 was a good episode. 10 out of 10 for sure. Okay. A lot of people actually liked it. I didn't know. I thought people were still on the fence about it, but I thought it was a decent episode. So that's good. Okay, Sunny, what else you got after that confrontation with Destiny? Well, we're going to see. They was just there for Melody only. Well, they would have had to watch it to the end, child. You think that Sunny and Moses are the reason people tune in? I think that they were 15% or a good 25 or maybe even 30, 40% of the episode, child. Let's a little more. They were about half of the episode. And I think that they had the biggest part of the story for that episode. I think that Sunny did fall flat, but she was interesting to watch. Even though a lot of people were giving Sunny a lot of props, Sunny was not prepared for that scene. And I told y'all in my review, so I'm not making this up or I'm not saying something new. Sunny was not prepared for the scene. She walked in thinking that she was going to take Destiny down, and she lost. Okay. She lost. And also it looked bad because Moses was not as consoling as he should have been. Now, did he know everything that was going on? No, but what he did know is that when Sunny came to that table, she was not in a good mood. And he didn't do what a man would do, especially someone that's in a new relationship. These two are still newlyweds, which means when you mad, I'm mad. Okay. When you happy, I'm happy. And when you mad, I'm mad. And if you come out of any spot where you are giving me bad energy, I want to know what's happening. And I want to know who I got to talk to. You want me to talk to somebody? That didn't happen. It happened with Destiny, though. She came out with a look on her face and she was like, I need a drink. And then unfortunately it was Martell, but he came over and he said, what's going on? She said, I might have to slap a bitch. And he said, well, if you got to slap a bitch, you got to slap a bitch. I mean, he was gang in that scene. It was crazy, but That was what I was expecting from Moses. So when I saw Sonny do that whole, she dropped the ball, I picked it up and I scored. I was like, who are you right now? What is happening? What are you doing? That was funny to me. That was funny to me. So at the end of the day, the show did well. I think people watched the show. They wanted to see what was going on. I think that everybody who participated in the show, they delivered. So it's a win for everybody. It's a win for everybody. Sunny did not deliver. She did not dress well. Her hair wasn't done well. Her makeup wasn't done well. She got sunned, unfortunately. She got sunned. And when you come into a party where you're sitting at the kids' table and then you throwing sandwiches and you, come on, let's go. She jumped up out of her seat and screamed, let's go. That's not a win, child. That's a loss. I feel like they cut the scenes differently than we saw in the trailer with the interaction between Sunny and Destiny. Am I wrong? And the scene between Mel and Marcel. I don't think I saw the scenes cut differently with Sunny and Destiny. I think that it played out the way they showed in the previews. The only thing that I didn't see in the episode that played out in the preview was Marceau saying you had 3 kids or 4 kids by him when they had that little, that little volley back and forth with each other. That was the only thing that I missed. But the scene itself, it was still covered. Like Melody saying at the end of the day, tell your family, pretty much what she said to Wanda on live the other day when she said, let's, why don't y'all buy a new food truck? Let's buy 2 new food trucks. So the same thing she said to Wanda was, listen, keep my kids out your mouth. My kids' name out your mouth, keep my family out your mouth, keep me out your mouth. That's what she said to Marceau too. Okay. So yeah, it still came out. It still came out. Let's see. I like Sunny and Moses, beautiful people. Well, that's awesome. People can be fans of anybody on the show. I agree that that people are like, and let me just say this too, because I don't want anybody taking anything personally. I don't know any of these people. I'm just telling y'all what I see in the scene, and I try to make it entertaining, which is what reality TV is. These may be real moments that, happened for them, but this should happen months ago. They're watching it on TV now. Hopefully they're not carrying too much with them. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. And you learn, you live and you learn. She was not. She was lost. She lost bad. He didn't want to leave Dyana. He did not, girl. Look, she loves the truth. I said the same thing. I went, he looked a little hesitant when she said, let's go. Furthermore, again, he should have been the one who said, do you want to leave? Like when your man is noticing that you have suffered something, that you're in distress, and we all know that she was talking to Destiny, he should have said, do you want to leave? After saying, do you need me to do anything? You say, do you want to leave? You don't let her make the decision. I'd like Sunny and Destiny. I'd like Sunny and Destiny did not do anything. We still have to learn. We still haven't learned anything. Okay. So I think you're saying that you don't think Sunny and Destiny did anything and that you didn't learn anything. He still has eyes for Destiny. Cookie, I'm on your side. Okay. In fact, I think we all seen it, child. We all seen it. We all seen it. I don't care. I don't care. We all seen it. Yeah, there was some googly eyes happening there, child. Some googly eyes were happening there. Let's see. I think I'm the only millimeter who really loves Sunny and Moses. Aw. I think there's others that do too. I think there's others that do too. Sometimes people just afraid to talk about it. The infamous red coat, no gown, child, no gown. At first, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, well, maybe she wore the red coat, like, I'm ready for anything. Maybe that was their look, like I'm ready for anything. Until I saw it, because Destiny with her little hoodie dress, she was giving Muhammad Ali vibes. Okay, it was supposed to be a Destiny versus Sunny, and Sunny just didn't deliver. I'm sorry. But we still got a couple of episodes left, so maybe something else will happen. Yeah, Carlos made sure that Destiny got a good edit. I don't know how that would happen if you leave the party, you lost. If you leave the party without saying goodbye, you lost. You only have to watch it for 5 minutes to get the Nelson ratings to count. Well, 67,000 people said we gonna watch it for 5 minutes. 67,000 must have got the memo and gave it what it needed. New relationship or old relationship, Moses should have been more like Martell was for Destiny. I think so. I said there was just two different, the support wasn't there. The support wasn't there. The support wasn't there. Okay. Let's see what else. Why didn't she dress better? I don't know. I'm not here for Sunny. Why so much anger towards Dusty? Why so much anger toward Dusty? You gonna call her Dusty and then ask why there's so much anger toward her? Child, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. I don't know. People don't like Destiny for many a reason, child. She hasn't been handling herself well in previous seasons. She didn't handle herself well. How she engaged, how she talked about Melody, how she talked about other members of the cast. Hell, everybody. Destiny was, trying to cover things up. So she was hiding what was going on in her own life and riding everybody else's coattails. Now she is, she got a storyline of her own, and congrats. Sunny did better with Kimmy and Tisha. She was ready for them. She did do better with Kimmy and Tisha. I didn't even think about that, Aries. But yeah, when she sat down with Kimmy and Tisha, she was like, y'all don't get to come for me and my love, child. Y'all ain't gonna come for me, and I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what it is. I think that Sunny was saying she scored the man. She was saying that and dropped Moses and Sunny swooped him up. She did say that, but that wasn't the appropriate thing to say in that moment. And the way she said it, like they were running a football play or something. I totally get what she was saying. It just came out so raw and angry. And I think it scared Moses a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, I know Destiny is selling big D energy, but Sunny wins. Sunny has the biggest D energy of all of them. Okay. Sunny wins when it comes to big D energy. Okay. That's where I am. That's where I am. What else y'all got to say? It's no way you can calm down that fast when you're being called a B like that. Sunny needs a style. Yeah, a lot of people are hoping that Sunny comes back. I think everybody comes in their first season kind of, green about how they look or will appear on camera. And I think that's probably, I'm going to give her grace here, even though that scene was bad because she was not dressed in formal wear. Hopefully she comes back understanding the assignment. Let's see. No, Diana. Mel said the scene was chopped up. No, I understand that. Scorpio energy, I get that the scene is chopped up. They're all chopped up. They're chopped up to, make things palatable for us, the viewer, because a lot of times the viewers right now don't like what they see. I think they're making the show a lot lighter than it actually needs to be because there's a lot of people who are complaining about the show. So I wish that they would, show us a little more. I wish they were more on RHOA's level because they used to be, but they've lightened the show. They've made it, they've watered it down a lot. They've watered it down a lot. I know that there was other things said. I think some people came into the chat on Sunday when I was talking about it, talking about the review. But we got to start demanding just that the producers give us the best of the show. Let's see. I'm from STL and know of Sunny. I was so disappointed. She didn't handle Destiny, nor did she come in gracefully. She was too in the middle and it fell flat. This is the best. This is literally the best description of Sunny in that scene. I agree. I agree. I agree. Let me scroll down a little bit more. I see more people are talking. Oh, hey, thank you, Carolyn Mentor, for blessing the channel. Thank you so much. She said, I love what you do, Diana. Oh, thank you. And I love all of y'all. I really do. I love you, Miss Carolyn. It makes me happy to see you show up in the chat. I know that you are going to go off. And it may be something opposite of what I say, but you have been with me since the beginning. You have been with me since the beginning when I was first dropping videos behind the wall, child, when I wasn't, nobody could see my face. You were there and you would be in the chat, and there was someone else. I think her name was Deborah. And I would watch you get Deborah together every once in a while, because Deborah used to come for me hard. And I wouldn't delete anyone's comments. I would just let them say anything to me. And I think it was you and maybe even Soul Star or Tanga. I'm not sure. But y'all ended up getting Deborah together, and she came back over and apologized to me. I will never forget that. In the comments, she said, I am so sorry. And you have always been so kind to us and letting us say whatever we want in the comments. And I was like, I sure have. And I'm happy that y'all helped me out here. Yeah, those were the good old days. I remember that. But thank you, Carolyn. You are a sweetheart. I love you. Even if you could be hard on me sometimes, or, I still appreciate your opinion. I like when you get your opinion out. Thank you. Destiny is just mean-spirited. Someone tries to talk to her and she's just so ignorant. Okay. Most people who have a sexual encounter will always have chemistry. That's what caused the encounter. But do they complete the circle? Comments. No. Well, we need to see more chemistry from Moses and Sunny at this point. We need to see more chemistry from those two. And I really want to see Moses kind of step up. He's kind of being taking a back seat a little bit, and I don't like it. I want him to, buck up, Buttercup, get it together. I like to hear a little more masculinity from him. I like to see a little more from him. Excuse me. I could care less about Destiny, and anything that happens to her after how rotten she treated Mel. No, ma'am. Okay. So Carolyn said, I don't give a damn what happens with Destiny. Okay. Well, I'm just telling the story, child. Don't shoot the messenger. I just like to tell the story. Y'all know 5 years from now, when these videos are still up here, people are going to come watch and they might go, let me go back and see what Love and Marriage Huntsville is hitting for. And this video needs to stand the test of time. So I need to tell the story the way I see it. And then you can talk to me and tell me what your thoughts are all day and night. But I got to tell y'all the story how I see it no matter what. Okay? Just for the sake of preserving history. Okay? Come on in. I appreciate every single one of y'all. 964 of you are watching. And I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Make sure you hit the like button, okay? Let's see. Yeah, as cute as you are, you wouldn't come on camera. You reminded me of my older sister who passed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear your sister passed. Thank you, though. Yeah, so let's hear what Melody actually had to say when she came into the comments yesterday. When she came into the comments this morning, not yesterday, into the comments this morning to set the record straight. So if y'all listened to me yesterday, I talked about how both Melody and Tisha had said, listen, we were in a better place, not friends. Let me just start by saying that. Tisha said, we're not friends. Melody said, we're not friends. They have just come to a better understanding of how to communicate so that things don't fester and turn ugly for them, when really, when things turn ugly for them, it tears the show down. And they understood that. So they said, we're going to just make sure that we give each other the courtesy of asking, hey, how can we make this better before we tear down what we built? We built a legacy, child, and there's nothing wrong with us trying to preserve it. And Melody said it's a real damn shame when she was talking about Wanda, what Wanda did. She said it's a damn shame that me and your daughter and your son-in-law just filmed and we had a good scene. We had a good scene and things went well. And she was talking about how Tisha had contacted her back in December of 2023 and asked for advice. And she said, listen, she asked me something in confidence and I told her I would not share it. And it was just showing that there was some walls being torn down between them that didn't exist. That did exist. My bad. There were some walls being torn down that was high, built up to the sky, child, up to the sun. And she said, basically, Wanda, you could have, interfered with all of this because at this point, I'm coming for that ass and it will be what it will be. Okay. And so I brought that up in the comments yesterday. I brought that up in the comments yesterday, and child, people lost their minds. I also said that I said Mel said that she had went on vacation with little Wanda. She said she went on vacation with her, that she had played some kind of game with her. I said I thought it was pickleball. And I also said that she said that she used to laugh at her jokes, that she thought she was funny. And again, people didn't like that. There was a lot of people saying things about it, child. Thank you for blessing the channel, Venus. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super sticker. Let's see. Is Carlos going to have another Core 6 meeting in Huntsville? Well, we don't know what's coming next. I talked about it in my video. It looks like Mel watched the video and she made some points. She put it in my comment section. I said I was going to share those points because someone also asked, hey, do you think that Lil Wanda and Basement Billy talk to each other and they're coming for Mel? And I said, I don't know. I think that they're family and maybe, they might say things together, but I don't know if they're doing it for the purpose of coming for Mel. I think that Wanda just had a moment where she lost her damn mind. And this is what Melody had to say. So without further ado, let me bring it up. Here we go. So Melody came into the comment and she said it was one vacation to Destin, Florida, that she and Wanda, I guess, must have spent together. So it looks like, remember I told y'all that Tisha and Melody, this is according to Kimmy. Kimmy said that Tisha, Scott 1.0, and Mel and Martell and their children used to hang out together. So it's possible that they all went to Destin together. So she said it was one vacation to Destin, Florida. We played Tunk on that vacation. And before the show, I had been around Wanda approximately 4 times. She said, the crazy brother, I've only been around like twice. Okay, so she came in to clarify that it wasn't, a consistent thing, but it was enough to say that because you're not coming into my home and you don't like me ever. Let's start there. You're never coming into my home and you don't like me. It ain't gonna be a thing, child. It ain't ever gonna be a thing. Yeah, she said that. And now I want to hear what y'all got to say about it. What do y'all got to say about it? How do you feel? Mel said at the end of the day, hold on one second. At the end of the day, I spent a little bit of time with Wanda, enough where she shouldn't be coming for my throat like this. And she was around my kids. She was around a lot of people. She was around my kids. I thought she was funny. And now I know how she really, really feels. Now I know how she really, really feels. Okay. Let me see. Sorry, I have to scroll down on these comments a little bit more to make sure I'm getting the newest comments around this new subject. So Wanda did spend one vacation with Mel, Destin, Florida. I think Mel said was her spot. Destin, Florida is her spot. She said, I spent one vacation with her. She's also been around my children, in my home approximately 4 times. And I had also said that I remember Mel saying, I think I interviewed her actually, and I asked this very question. I said, what's going on with you and Wanda, and how often are you around them? Like, why would some of the stuff that Wanda was doing at the time, why is that a thing? And Mel said, listen, I've been around Wanda maybe twice. And she said, I don't know. And I asked that of her mother as well. And I said that was clearly Melody keeping Wanda at arm's length. Like, girl, you and I ain't got no reason to be even having this conversation or any beef. But now she's bringing some clarity to it. And it still holds the same weight. At the end of the day, your ass shouldn't be talking about me, my children, my family, period. That's what it sounds like she's saying to me. Even if you apologize, you still aren't coming, period. Okay. Still, Mel and Tisha are in a good place. This is good. I hope they're in a good place. I hope that, in my opinion, what I said yesterday is, don't let people tear down a legacy. Legacy is hard to build, child. No matter what it looks like, it's hard to build. Um, if it's working, write it until the wheels fall off. All the stuff Candy talking about confirms to me that Kenya was fired. Yes, that's just semantics. Kenya was definitely fired. That's why she's considering getting a lawyer. And that's why she's saying, if it was mutual, she wouldn't be saying things like, I'm going to vindicate myself. I have receipts. Mel is letting us know that the Scotts can't be calling folks deplorable or her responsible for others when they can't control her deplorable mama. That's what she said on the show. She said that on Saturday's episode. Don't talk to me about no millimeters when you got a whole mama over there that you haven't been able to shut up. And I said that in my live yesterday too. They actually had a group meeting where they voted Wanda off the island. They said, you don't get to live here anymore, little Wanda. Okay? They voted her off the island, and she is still out here doing dirty work. She is still out here being little Wanda no matter what. So let's see. It's sad. I understand a little drama is okay, but I don't understand the extra they be doing. It just doesn't make sense to me. Well, honey, when it doesn't make sense, make it make dollars, okay? Make it make $53,045.02. That's how you roll it. And that was just at 12:05. I'm sure the numbers have increased since 12:05 p.m. this afternoon. Okay? It was filmed months ago and still didn't stop Wanda from doing this. Okay? When it don't make sense, make it make dollars. Make it make dollars. Okay? Let's see. No, Tisha's backed into a corner. Yeah, that was the question. That was my poll question yesterday. Do we think that Wanda may have mucked things up? Okay, mucked things up. That was the question. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Let's see. It doesn't confirm Kenya was fired. It confirms Kenya is not returning to RHOA or Bravo. Okay. Okay. Listen, what's the song? I be getting to the money. Everybody mad. Oh, shit. Okay. Everybody mad when you be getting to the money. That's it. That's it. That is it. That is it, y'all. Let's see. Tisha knows that they need the show, but Mel will be good with the show or no show. But why tear the show down? Why tear the show down if you can keep it? I mean, the money is money, child. Money is money. Yeah, I know that's right. For sure. Personally, I think Mel would ignore Wanda if she kept the nastiness directed at Mel, but bringing it to her children and Miss Van, it has gone too far. Please stop blaming Tisha for her mother's actions. There are parents who won't stop making trouble with their friends and family. Yeah, I talked about that a little bit yesterday, that sometimes there's those parents that just go off the rails, and they don't even know how. Tisha also talked about it in her interview with Dustin Ross, where she said, I've tried to pull my mom aside. I've asked her to please let me handle my own relationships. And there's nothing I can do. What can I do? She's my mama, though. She's my mama. I love my mama. Tisha's just going to have to wear a mask with Mel, but no change. Everybody mad. Everybody mad, girl. Let's see what else y'all got. In my opinion, Wanda wants to tear the show down because she's not on it. Wanda has been trying to get back on it, too. She really has. Mel and her brother have both came out and said that she had apologized to Mel, and she apologized because she was looking to get back on the show. She wanted to make peace. Wanda herself said that Carlos had asked her to apologize, and if Mel accepts her apology, that's how I understood it, that she would be allowed back on the show. Wanda has been in recent weeks talking about how she loves Mel. Ain't nobody gonna stop her from loving Melody, that it is what it is, girl. You never stop me from loving you. Okay. And now the show is still moving on without her. Let's see. No, Marceau needs his ass kicked if he made light of his predator brother stalking Mel's mama, Van, and Sugar Mama. Old nasty ass pervert. Marceau knows exactly who the F his brother is. He does. He actually said it. He basically said he's different, and then they giggled on the show. If y'all missed that episode, I can't give you a pinpoint, but he definitely said, he's different. Okay, I'm not gonna call his name. He's the other brother. Okay, but he's made fun of him on that show plenty of time. I definitely believe that that's what Wanda's doing. She doesn't realize that she's not really happy for her. Folks need to stop blaming Mel for the actions of the fans. Wanda's more pressed because Petty Betty is on the show now. Oh, Lord. Y'all done moved it on to Petty Betty. I don't have a Petty Betty hat. Wanda may be upset that a promise was made that hasn't come to pass. Well, Mel said she wasn't going to accept it because she didn't believe it was sincere. And sure enough, it is what it is. Marceau is safe as hell with Mel because she most certainly doesn't want Marceau and doesn't need his money. Tisha doesn't have to be with Marceau when he talks to Mel. He is not Mel's type. Okay. I think that was for someone else. My bad. Did the producers tell her to run up behind Mel at Jalen's graduation dinner, and Tisha had to tell her that Mama stop running after Mel? From what I'm understanding, cut and paste, that's what she said, that the producers told her to go behind her and make the comment, to apologize. That's what she said, right? She came up and said that she didn't know. She apologized about the hair comment. Then she also said that she was sorry about what she was going through with Martell and some other things. You know, it's a show. The show is produced. Parents should respect their children enough to honor their request. All right, 1,000 of you are watching. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Make sure you become a subscriber if you are not already. And turn on your notification bells too. That way you don't miss any of the videos. Okay, hit the like button. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. We are talking about Miss Kenya Moore today. We talked about her, and we are talking about Melody. If y'all missed a live that I did yesterday, it was absolutely excellent. So make sure you watch it. Okay. Let me see if I can find the thumbnail. Watch that live, and then also it'll help bring some context to what we're talking about right now. I had talked about Tisha's mama possibly shaking the relationship again between Melody and Tisha, who are not friends. Okay, let's say that they're not friends. They don't go to the mall. They don't get their nails done. They don't, go to the movies and things like that together. But they have dropped some of the walls that has been around them. Tisha had asked her some advice. Tisha asked Mel for some advice, and she asked for that advice in confidence. She said, don't tell anybody, but I wanted to know what your thoughts are. And Mel shared that. And that was back in December. Then we got this scene where we saw Tisha and Mel at Nell Fletcher's party. And not Nell Fletcher. And a lot of people were saying Tisha was disrespectful as fuck. Okay. Tisha was horrible in this scene. What the hell was Tisha thinking? And I said, when I saw the scene, without even knowing all the other parts, I went, Tisha was happy to see Mel. If you look at her, she's like, her face lights up and she runs over. She kind of puts her arm around her waist for a second, and then she attempts to take her glasses off. And people said, nuh-uh, that was Tisha being low down, dirty dog, skunk. And now we find out from Mel that, yeah, they were good, that they had just filmed a scene, like, I guess earlier last week or sometime last week, where everything was good, where they sat, talked, and enjoyed themselves. And Tisha said the same thing about an upcoming scene that we're going to see in season 8. She said, we sat down and talked like old times. Like, we laughed and giggled, and it was a good feeling. And I'm looking forward to it because I want to see what that energy looks like. Because we know what the ugly energy looks like. I want to see if we can recognize genuine good energy between the cast. Even if they're not friends, we're not saying friendships. We're saying people who understand the assignment, the way Nene and Kenya and Phaedra and people who were on that show, who they all said we didn't hang out with each other when we're not filming. We never hung out with each other when we weren't filming. We only hung out with each other when we were. Okay. It's sad to be so envious of others that you can't be yourself. Yeah, I agree with that one. Know the time, Wanda. Mel and Marcus were talking about what happened at the Expo. That's the time that she said that the producers told her to apologize because Marcus wasn't at the graduation dinner. Okay. I think she said both, to be honest, Carly. I think she said both. Tisha can never be a true friend to Mel because she's too envious. Yep. Well, I'm going to say this. I know a lot of people feel that, Melody isn't able to gauge things properly. I think Melody's in a place right now where she can gauge these situations kind of properly for herself. She knows what she's dealing with, and she's being really clear in what she's calling out. She's saying, listen, we are cordial. She's saying we're cordial. Kimmy's saying the same thing. She's asked the question of Destiny. Is there a way for us to just get back to a place where we can just be, cordial, cool? Because we used to have fun. Like this bad energy shit, we need to get rid of it. And now the core three said that they were there, or at least Tisha said that the core three made it back there. And I want to say Mel did too. Tisha is her mother, same energy, same mentality from both. Okay. And they're both from the other side of the tracks. Y'all don't think that listen, Diana Ross is from the other side of the tracks. She's from Bessemer. Did y'all know that? I think people think she's one of the classiest women on the planet. Charges need to be filed against Basement Billy. He's a lunatic. Me too. I missed the fun shade. I want to hear real laughs again. Yeah, I like real laughs. So why during the scene with Marceau, she pretend like they are not cool enough to call and check on her? I guess maybe she felt like she didn't want to call and check on her. I don't know. Maybe they didn't feel that way. They explained it. They said they felt like they would have been prying, and because they're only cordial, I don't want to pry. I don't want to go into your life with your spouse. And there's a lot of heat that Marceau actually said that he gets, and I agree with him. He said, we get a lot of heat for what goes on in you and Martel's relationship when he had sat with her. And he said, we don't want that. We don't want to voluntarily bring it on us. So I think that that's a legitimate way of explaining it. Tisha will never be good with Mel because she knows that her husband, lusts after her. Wanda raised her to be jealous of other women and compete with them. When she can't compete, she hates. All right. Well, this is the journey. This is the journey they are on now. Now we're going to see if anything changes in that journey. Okay. Mel is aware of all the people around her and she's moving to suit. I think that Mel, maybe you're trying to say moving to sue. I think that Mel doesn't care about the BS. She's going to get that check regardless. All right. Well, that's really it, y'all, to be honest. Those were the comments that I wanted to share with y'all because I thought how cool was it that she came over to listen to the video a little bit. I don't know if she listened to the whole thing, but she listened to the video and made a comment and, sheds a little bit of clarity around things. And yeah, 4 times in your house, that was somebody at the very minimum. You trusted Tisha if you let her mother into your house. So it still says a lot. It still says a lot. Okay. But anyway, you guys are always amazing. Okay. Thank you to every one of you for rocking with me. Thank you to my moderators for hanging out, volunteering your time on the chat. Who else? Thank you to everyone who blessed the channel. I appreciate every single one of y'all for donating to the channel. And, it's nice to receive gifts. I love them. I love them. And yeah, y'all already know. I appreciate all of y'all for rocking with me. So, we are going to see you on the next one, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Okay. Bye-bye.